Welcome back to the Two Pinkies and One Brain podcast. I am your host Lee with my co-host Trey, the Ginger Snaps, and Connor, the Cutlass. Welcome back, boys. Welcome back. Let's review. Let's do the week in review. Well, how are you guys doing in the league right now? I guess that's the first part we'll go over.
Our main melting pot league, I'm gonna end up being 2-2. I think I'm gonna reign over Andy, and we'll get into it with the running backs later, and we can talk about our trade, Trey. I did start Tootin. Was the wrong play. I still think he's got time to develop, and I still believe in him. My other running back pickup that just impressed the hell out of me, that was sitting on my bench riding pine, friggin' what's his first
For
name?
the
Marks there
Texans?
on Houston. Yeah.
Yep,
Woody,
yeah, because
Woody
I
Marks.
saw his game and I was like, oh, I bet nobody has him. And then I saw you had him. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me.
Well, after the James
So,
Conner thing, I was scrambling. So we'll get into
you're
the
just
trade
trying
later.
to find
But
anything.
some crazy games.
Yeah.
Other leagues probably taking the L.
Trey is getting manhandled right now by the top scorer of
Yeah,
the
this
week.
is fucking bullshit. Jesus Christ.
Do you feel how I felt 2 weeks ago? I had like 160 points, got a 170 dropped on me, and I was like, I play anybody else, I win. I play this son of a bitch, he beats me. It's brutal.
Yeah,
I'll
great.
probably lose mine unless Tyreek goes off. I need 30 from Tyreek no, I don't need 30 from Tyreek. I need Troy Franklin and Tyreek to basically do 20 each, and I would actually probably win. But I digress. I don't think it's going to happen because Miami is booty cheeks. So we're just gonna we're just gonna take this L. But the Bears won this week. The Chiefs won this week, and apparently Worthy is everything they just needed to come back, and they were fine. And the Patriots put a stomping on the Panthers, which did not
It was
see
awesome,
coming.
even though it
Apparently,
killed so many of my parlays.
you can only score. You can only score though via special teams. That's how the Patriots score. They have to
Hey,
score.
Yeah,
for
we
special
have
special
teams.
teams and
always
defense.
we have
Back to the old
always
ways.
we've always been phenomenal on special teams. Goes back to one of my favorite players. I have his jersey. I'll wear it on
Goes
the
back
next
to the signal
episode.
stealing days.
No, Matthew
Yeah.
Slater, one of the greatest special teams players ever. Briefly had a stint as a wide receiver. Wasn't that highly touted,
Touted for.
but hell of a special teams player.
Yeah, no, I was greatly impressed. Drake May, he showed up and dominated the Panthers, who I thought had a pretty solid defense that was keeping him in it. So to drop like the 40 points they did on him,
I think the Panthers just have the Falcons number. I really think that's it.
I mean,
Whether
yeah,
it's
it's
the
something.
defense
We'll-
or whether it's Bryce Young seeing something different in Atlanta, they just always do well in that
Yeah,
matchup.
I mean, we'll see this coming week because they do play. Let me get to that because I had to pick them. They do play the Finns, so
Shut this
could
down.
be- We'll see what
Nice.
happens there.
Fins on a short week.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I would
why.
I'd still take the Dolphins. I don't think this Carolina team's it. They got pieces.
Yeah, they look good in spurts, but they don't have everything, every piece they need yet. I found out Max Crosby. I feel bad for Patrick Mahomes. I found out Max Crosby is a goddamn problem.
Yeah. Tell
Yeah,
me about it.
Caleb
He's a
Williams
fucking
was
beast.
floundering for his life for that win, and Max
I'm
Crosby
sure I've
was
told Connor this before.
like
I
he
think
just
Crosby is literally like a 1B behind Miles Garrett.
yeah no
Barely behind. Just because Miles Garrett can do whatever he wants and he gets to the quarterback.
I think a lot of
Exactly.
those
He's got that
guys.
good basketball moves.
It's something about those guys that go through a crazy hardship. Like I think he went through something with drugs or alcohol and is sober now. And
That's correct.
kind of going through that gives you a new drive in life. But he's had a great season last season, and he's on pace for another great season.
Yeah, no, like I always knew he was good, but then like me having to watch him and me be like, holy shit.
Yeah, he was the difference maker in that game.
Yeah,
He was like, you take him out of that game, and I'm pretty sure Caleb would have just sliced him up like he did the previous week. Like that's what I was really expecting from it. Like 3 drives, we kicked 3 straight field goals. Max Crosby is the reason that we kicked those field goals. Like, he stopped the momentum. Like, he was an impressive feat, and it really harmed me because I have Caleb as my starting quarterback, and he picked him off. Like, I was like, this dude just doesn't stop. My God, what do I got to do?
Brock Bowers never really got going. That definitely helped out Chicago.
He got going at the end though, but it was like kind of too little, too late. Like,
yeah,
nothing to note there. It wasn't like one of his breakout games. But granted, I would say the Bears are playing very good against tight ends. Like, Hawkinson never did anything. Laporta never did anything.
Yeah.
And we got slaughtered by the Lions. So, from a fantasy standpoint, tight ends are pretty mediocre against, the Bears. It's usually receivers. So, I was kind of expecting, not Trey Tucker, who's the starting receiver in Vegas.
Myers.
Yes, I was expecting him to have a better game than he did. And then it ended up being Genty because apparently we can pick off Geno Smith 100 times, and so
Trey called that from a mile away.
Defense is probably your weakest.
Yep, most definitely. We don't have a run stopper, but we definitely can get pressure to the quarterback, which is a nice thing to see. We did cause a fumble on Genty, who I just never thought dropped the ball. I'll take what I can get. He still had huge runs, though, and that was just so problematic altogether. So if there's another good running back, I would say you just make sure to start against the Bears until they figure that out, because the linebackers can't stop anything. It is what it is there. Our Monday night games we have 2 this week. So we have the Jets-Dolphins. That's who we're playing right now. And then we have the Bengals-Broncos.
Jets.
I have first TD to Justin Fields. And then the over in this game. Yeah, so I'm here for it. And then the Broncos-Bengals, I'll probably take the under and the Broncos to cover. That'll probably be what I do next for that. I imagine Cortland Sutton's going to have another big game, as long the Bengals defense doesn't get a lot of pressure, even though they have Trey Hendrickson. I imagine Bo Nix will be fine. Like, the Broncos line is serviceable at best, so that's my opinions on that. I don't know if you boys have any other thoughts.
One thing I'm different on is I would fade Sutton. I just don't think he's getting enough.
That's great for me. If Troy Franklin has a huge game, I'm here for it. Like,
it's possible. I
feel more comfortable putting my money on Troy.
I think Sutton
I'm not sad with
targets, though.
I don't know. He's a pretty quiet, humble receiver. So I don't know if he's like your AJ Brown. That's like, he's not passive aggressive. I also have a hot take. We'll get to that in a minute about that AJ Brown situation. So yeah, I think we're gonna see a mess or two there with Philadelphia coming. But let's go up to the pickup of the weeks, and then we'll go from there. We'll start off with the running backs, because I feel like there's a couple there that came out as a surprise, if I may.
Only 2 I can really think of off the top of my head is Gainwell and Woody Marks, and I'd be hesitant on Gainwell because of the Warren injury.
Yeah,
correct.
I'm big on Woody Marks. Is there any, and he had a crazy game, is there any value to Justice Hill?
In a deep league, 12-plus man league, absolutely. I think he is
He's trying to pick home run games.
He had game of his season.
Yeah, but it came off of one play.
I don't think he hits 30 again.
No, I don't. I think he gets you, maybe 10. He might get a touchdown randomly for you type of situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. That's somebody I would say stay far away from is Justice Hill, unless you're in a deep league and you just need a flex position running back. And at that point, like Tutu Atwell, I would say is probably a better choice than that. Like there are ways to go about it differently, I think.
While we're talking about running backs, one that I'm kind of 50-50 on, but I did have to make a trade for him. So I had James Conner, lost him due to injury. And I do not have Trey Benson. I did not go for a handcuff in that particular instance. And your boy was scrambling for running back because he had 0 RB depth. So picked up Woody Marks. Like I said,
Okay.
he rode Pine, but I did make a trade for, I'm going to butcher his name, but
Oh yeah, for the Jags.
Bashal?
The Jags'
Bashal?
new Tanks Bigsby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be your who robs
ETN's
ETN
had good
of
game. Yeah.
yeah.
TTN,
Yeah,
he's had plenty of good games though now, and he's kind of showing that he's got some form. I don't think it's going to be a super easy takeover, but I think it's possible.
I don't think it's a takeover. I think he's the red zone back, the third down back, so he'll get action as the season goes on. Like I don't think it was a bad trade by any means. So guys, you can pick up, in my opinion, is you can get Emmanuel Wilson, and for the Packers, because pretty much any Packers player will be involved in the offense in some way. Now, take that with a grain of salt. They put 40 points on Dallas to tie, so take that as you may. Do with that information as you want.
Defense just disappeared.
Literally just like vanished. It was absolutely wild. I didn't even know what to like make of that. But yeah, so those like Gainwell I think is going to be pretty much a very serviceable back in Pittsburgh. So I think you're fine there to pick him up if he is available. I think you could even get him for pretty cheap on a trade.
What is Charbonnet's roster level?
Charbonnet?
Yeah, I'm going to look him up right now. He would be a decent pickup, too, if he's not crazy rostered.
The other one I have,
rostered.
If a low rostered and who I think will take over the backfield, Brashard Smith for Kansas City. Watching that game and seeing that rookie, like, I'm here for it. He definitely can probably take over from Hunt and Pacheco. He's just shifty. He's rookie, so he's going to be serviceable. He's also going to be durable, but yeah, I would definitely recommend picking that guy up if you can. Not spending too much fab on him, probably like 15 to 20 at best. But if you're in a Connor situation who just kind of stumbled into a very good back with Woody Marks, you probably can be okay with this. Yeah.
It's not forever though, because eventually Mixon is coming to get his Mixon.
Is he though? I don't think Mixon comes back.
Really?
Come on, Fields.
Go.
Okay, we'll take it to.
He has one of the cleanest slides.
He does. Yeah. He does. I will say that.
Always so smooth.
It's like he just jumped off
baseball.
a jet ski going 60 miles an hour and he's just skimming on the water.
Yep.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Yep, here you go. All right, let's go to receivers. What do you guys got?
I got the most obvious one in the world, in my opinion, and it's not just because their game went super deep. I think he's going to be reliable. I don't know how long until Reed comes back necessarily, but Romeo Dobbs is only 45% rostered in leagues right now. Trey, the dirty whore, has him in our league, and
he sat on his bench. Available. I just want to point that out. He was sitting on the bench.
I have a great team. It is hard to pick a lineup, all right?
Again, another player I do not anticipate.
Said about that, where you have too much, like you have like two equal talent across your board. It is hard. Like I've made teams like Trey has, where you're like every week you're like really having to wrap your mind around like who am I actually going to put out there.
Force feed trades to people to try to fucking upgrade, but it's fucking hard as fuck.
Yeah, I know. I thought we had one signed, sealed, and delivered, and then you tried to go back on me. You tried to go back on me.
You were fine with it before I added to it beforehand.
No. You decided to go backwards, and I was like, whoa, I'm giving you two guys for one?
I got a bone to pick with you.
I
hate when you recounter with the same trade.
Yeah, Trey were able to get it done.
Same trade. Just reject the trade.
I wanted the original trade of what was agreed upon.
That's such a spiteful thing to do. It's not just reject it.
No, we're going back to the beginning.
Don't resend a trade you've already sent and got rejected.
No, we're going back to the beginning.
You're doing trades like my
Speaking
cousins.
of receivers, did we see... This is somebody I think who you should fade. Adonai Mitchell for the Colts, and him dropping the touchdown, but then also having the holding play on Jonathan Taylor for the Rams to win that game. He single-handedly
God.
gave that game to the Rams. Somebody I would fade because I think with that he's probably going to be in the doghouse. But on top of it, I don't think he's going to get much action. You have Josh Downs, you have Pittman, you have the Warren, and then Jonathan Taylor. Like he's like 9th on the list, so I would avoid him at all costs. This one's going to be an interesting one because I imagine he's probably... So you have Robinson, is that his name? For the Giants. But then there's also Slayton with Neighbors getting a ACL and out for the year, which MetLife just at this point, they have to get rid of the turf, right? Like, you can't have these many... Like... I just don't understand. But Slayton probably is picked up in most leagues. I would imagine he sits around 70%. According to the Sleeper, he is 5% rostered, 1% start. So you might be able to pick him up. I thought he'd be much higher than he was. But that's somebody I would also be targeting. And kind of go from
I do
there.
see some people listened. I think Trey mentioned it last week. But Draquan Thornton on KC... He had a slower week this week against Baltimore, but I think he'll be right back up to pace.
Still got a tutty.
Until Rashi Rice comes back. He's only 48% rostered, I think. He's still got 3-4 weeks of decent play. So
I agree with you
up.
on that one. I would agree with that one. Jalen Tolbert's the other one. He seems to, with CD down... He seems to have a pretty big role now with Dallas. And I would also go out on a limb and see if you can get George Pickens. Like, he's had 2 really big games now with CD, but hopefully you can either sell high or buy low type of situation and, like, make a trade with him somehow. I think when CD comes back, his production goes dramatically lower than it is. Sorry, I was hoping Fields was going to keep that and run it in. That would have been fantastic. I would have lost my mind.
He's going to pass it to Garrett Wilson.
No. Fields doesn't throw the ball. I've as a Bears fan, I know how this plays out. No. We do not throw. Yeah, we've had 10 rushes. 3 of those rushes weren't supposed to be rushes.
Here comes Garrett Wilson.
No.
Let's watch it.
No, it's a QB draw, and he's going to run it in.
Right there, right side of your screen. Here it comes. Fake. Fuck.
Fumble.
Oh, no.
Miami's got it.
Allen fumble?
Yeah.
How did it go back 10 yards? Wow. That's unfortunate.
That's why
Anyway, back to what we were doing. Back to what we were doing where I had hopes. Yeah, when did he drop the ball? Oh, just like a huge punch. Wow, good for him.
Yep.
I won't get to my tight end. Yeah. What other receivers do we have? Trey, what you got?
I got one receiver, and it's a shot. It's really a shot. Okay. Isaiah Bond with the Cleveland Browns.
Ooh.
No. I think if you're in deep league, absolutely worthy of a pickup, and you probably get him for cheap.
I didn't consider him, but yeah.
I mean,
at this point,
he's doing all the right things, but
at this point, Flacco can't be the quarterback anymore. They just can't get. They're just not getting production out of the offense.
No, it's not.
So
there.
at one point, one of these rookies are going to be in there.
I think he does better when the rookies come in.
That's who practices with him. That's who's practicing. Like exactly. I see what you're saying, and I think you are on to something with that. Like in our league, not so much. Like you can find better value elsewhere, but a deep league, absolutely. Like even a dynasty
our
league.
Our league's fucking savage with pickups. There ain't shit.
Well,
that's why I picked up.
The Mayo boys are really proactive, if I may. They're always on the waiver wire. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Look at my
phone.
phone.
They'll put out a trade and then send a trade to somebody else.
Listen, those boys are Sports Center sweat.
Yeah, they are. I'll give it to them. They're funny as hell, but they are.
We'll send you some wild trades sometimes.
Oh, they are savages when it comes to trading with them. Like, I will trade with you boys before I trade with them, just because they'll be like, I will give you 3 potatoes for 1 golden child. And you're like, what?
I think you could be a little Looney Tunes too, though, there, Lee. I think Trey's the easiest one to deal with because I think in multiple seasons,
My trades
he
are
or I have just sent one. We've
fair.
said, yeah, that's fair, and done it.
Completely fair. Well, yeah, you're also in desperation.
The problem with
mode.
me and Lee is we have animosity, or I have
No,
animosity.
you
towards
have
Lee with
animosity.
trade.
I'm
Well, I have to win the next trade. I have to win the next trade. If I don't win the next trade, it's not going to happen. That's just it. It's just not going to happen.
This is what I deal with.
It can be the fairest trade in the book. And it was still a fair trade.
It was not my fault that Allen Robinson just couldn't get it together. That's not my fault. I had him his one good week, and that was it. Then it was a downfall from there. All right. I'll give the Kyle Pitts update.
Yeah.
Drum roll, please. 18 points, baby. 18 points. 18 points. Kyle Pitts has arrived, my friends. He is being a productive workhorse for me right now. He is the number 8 tight end. I am loving life. I'm here for it. Please continue the productivity. And as long as Penix keeps throwing to him, all day. And it looks like Mooney's out again, so that just opens up his role some more. So
they definitely had more chemistry. It was what?
Yes.
I don't think he had any missed targets that I can remember. I think he got all of them.
Let's look here.
I don't think he got a ton of targets, though.
All I'm saying is I'm taking Tucker Kraft every day over Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts can end his tight end one.
Now, I want to open a tight end question.
Yeah. He was 5 for 5.
So, this man is currently 99% rostered. But he has been busting out of his mind. He is honestly the Kyle Pitts of this season right now, where he's supposed to be amazing, but I ain't seen amazing, and I think he's going to pop off.
Okay.
Currently tight end number 16, Sam Laporta on Detroit. Do you try to buy low? Do you think people are worried yet that have him? Do you think people are thinking they're in the same TJ Hawkinson type scenario? Because I think he's going to pop off.
I would have to look into their new offensive coordinator because he seems to be pretty run heavy. But then, like, David Montgomery had no production this week. So I would have to see what type of offense they're running before I would decide on that. Like, it's interesting, don't get me wrong, if you were in a bad spot, like, because there are 17 other better tight ends you could target that you might be able to get. Maybe.
Yeah, Brandon, my tight ends score all the time.
Yeah, on his bench.
I don't know, but maybe
I swear
maybe
it's like every Sunday. Trey's like, I can't figure out how to pick a tight end. Well, he's like pummeling the shit out of us.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe somebody's in my scenario where they really need like a running back or something, and you offer up a running back for Sam Laporta. If they happen to if it would have to be like the perfect scenario like that, a James Conner Laporta team loses James Conner, needs a running back.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, if you're in a situation where you feel like you need an upgrade a tight end because you have like Evan Ingram, I don't know. I'm trying to think what other tight ends aren't having a great season this year. I don't know, Dallas Goedert this week,
Hawkinson.
like TJ Hawkinson. So yeah, I mean, my target for tight ends is Hunter Henry. Like that's who I think you go after, but who am I?
He's going to be pretty hard to
I
get.
flexed him this week. I love it.
About that felt good. I mean, still 10 points.
I think Darren Waller's the tight end to go get.
What?
What is he
If I was desperate for one, that's who you're going to get.
I just feel like it's OBJ 2.0. Like, I don't know. I don't know about that. We'll see.
As long as he's actually recovered from this injury, I think he'll do fine in Miami.
Well, and is his head clear? Because, like, he also fumbled the bag with Kelsey Plum, so I have to question everything about him.
I don't know. She is kind of a weirdo.
That's right. Hot to crazy scale.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
It is a real thing. How crazy? How hard are they? So how much crazy can I deal with today? But he also kind of went off the deep end, so let's not pretend here. All right, and we cover tight ends. Anything else to add there?
Not really.
What did I say about Cole Kmet? What did I say about Cole Kmet, though? Like, leveling wasn't in, all of a sudden Cole Kmet was a star.
Very
So,
true.
called that one, boys. I called that one. Quarterbacks, Purdy's back, so you can get rid of Mac Jones. He's no longer a target or useful.
Facts.
Did anybody else go down this week? Vikings are still without McCarthy. They look terrible in Ireland, though, so...
Carson Wentz looks ancient.
Yeah, he didn't look very good. I mean, he got the ball to Justin Jefferson, which is the correct thing to do. Jefferson had a 20-point game. I'm trying to think. Any other quarterbacks that...
I think it's Fields again.
Yeah,
Drake May had a good
you
week.
can pick him up.
I mean, he's going to have a good game. I don't need to see the end of this game to know he's going to have 20 fantasy points.
It's ridiculous. He's bad. He's
Drake
bad for
May
your
is
team, but he's
currently-
great. That's true, Drake May. Drake May had a huge game.
Currently QB4.
Wow.
That's a
Who's
fact.
QB1? Is it Allen still? Or is it
It's got to be Josh Allen.
Well, it was Daniel Jones for a hot second, but...
Yeah, Josh Allen's one.
And then is it Daniel Jones?
Yeah, what's the top 5? Give us the top 5 rundown.
Yeah, give us the top 5 QBs.
It's not easy to find.
Oh, I thought you just had a list.
No, Jones is 7. Give me
So it
more
goes Josh
QBs.
Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. Those are your 3. Drake May's number 4. Number 5 is Caleb Williams, baby. Look at all of us. All the quarterbacks doing stuff for fantasy.
Oh, here it
Females
is.
himself.
Here it is. This is according to Sleeper, their ranks. Josh Allen
Josh-
1,
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson 2,
Patrick Mahomes.
Jalen
Patrick
Hurts
Mahomes.
5,
Jalen
Patrick
Hurts?
Mahomes 3,
I have Jalen Hurts as number 6 and Caleb Williams as number 5 and Drake May is 4.
Herbert is 9. This isn't an order.
Herbert-
I'm just clicking through.
Yeah,
them.
we needed to dissect that game a little bit. Is the Giants' defense legit?
Dog
They just
Jordan
Yeah,
Love
they
is
just-
their
somehow
line is.
11, but I feel like he's been
with
playing
2.
better than
Is it
11.
just because they're missing 2 starting linemen that Herbert?
That's why
was-
they lost that game.
Okay.
Alt was
So-
already switching positions to replace a season-ending injury. Now they have 2 backup tackles. This Chargers team is going to struggle.
Now they're in trouble. This
Yeah,
this
their
is
whole identity is ruined.
so this is gonna go to like Trey's team is gonna make a resurgence. The Chiefs are gonna be
Dak
number 1 in the
QB10.
division
We're
now.
going to win the division again. Yeah, it's our division.
Caleb Williams
He's
at
pretty
6.
sold on it.
Yep.
Yeah, and my Bears helped you out by beating the Raiders, so they're 0-4.
Appreciate it. Got to
You're
love when the
welcome.
rest of the division
Go,
loses.
go, Tyreek, go,
When
Tyreek,
Tackle
lose
him.
today.
go.
God, why is he holding the ball like
No,
that?
you need a touchdown
Dude,
from the
that
Jets.
has always been my beef with him. He holds it like a loaf of bread, and I'm like, why are we holding the ball? Kills me. All
what do
right,
we got next?
I think we covered everything there. We'll go to the pickup or the picks of the week 4, 5. We're on week 5. Trey, you get to start us off because per usual you won tiers again. I just fucking
Fuck you.
can't.
How did I do
I
this
can't.
week?
You got
How did we do last
114.44 on the picks. Trey, you got 2 because the Steelers, they're the only ones that did anything for you. Chargers failed, Bucks failed. I got 3. I got the Jags. They were my number 3 or my number 1 pick for 3 points. And then the Colts and Titans faltered. Titans, that's just a shitstorm. And then Connor, the Bills didn't cover, but the Lions and the Pats covered for you, so you got 5.
Yeehaw.
Yep. And then in the tiers, Connor got 114.44, I got 95.64, and Trey with a whopping 163.46.
Man, I
Sub
would have donated
100
you 6 just to get
again,
over
Lee?
100. God damn.
Yeah, I can't get
Ooh.
over 100. I'm allergic
Ooh.
to 100. But, Trey is just, he needs like 3 bad weeks for either me or Connor. Because, Connor, we're only separated by 60 points.
I need to give you guys a boost.
Hey, you're so far away from me.
We are separated by 60 points. Connor to Trey is 100 points.
Okay.
I'm closer to
You're-
you
you're-
than you are to
or
LeBron James, Connor.
You are like the fucking Civic Si revving next to me while I'm fucking in my RSQ8, just ripping by.
So what's that make him? A Bugatti? What
Bugatti
do you
that's in the
mean?
next lane.
Yeah, Trey's fucking flying. He's gone.
Yeah, he's just off from
GT3
there. But
RS. He's gone.
Trey, you start us off, buddy. What do you got?
This week, all right, we got Titans versus Cardinals. I am not buying this Cardinals thing for a second. As bad as the Titans look, 9.5 points is way too many points to take the Cardinals. So they are going to be, what do I have? My 3. My number 2 pick, I'm taking the Raiders with 7 points against the Colts. Really just hoping to see Ashton Genty go again. That one's really a toss-up to me. I think the Chargers Commanders are also a toss-up. I took the Chargers. I think they'll have a bounce-back game. But they are getting a QB back with the Commanders. A little worrisome.
It'd be pretty interesting. I don't mind your picks. I think the Cardinals may have the points, honestly. But like you said, it is a toss-up.
That Cardinals defense isn't as near as good as the Texans defense, but
yeah,
I just don't like the Cardinals right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty low on the Cardinals too. They're missing their main weapons.
For my first game, and it just so happens that this goes in order too. Saints versus the Giants. Saints minus
the
1.
battle of the shitters.
They had a beautiful.
Well, the Saints are favored, which blows my mind.
Yeah, Saints. Well, they had a good week last week, even though they lost.
I mean,
yeah, it was a really good showing, so I get it. But give me the G-Men for my 3.
You're a believer in Jackson Dart, which is apparently a Utah boy. Didn't know that.
He's going to
came
get
out of
it
the same
done.
high school that the Wilson brothers came out of, so there you have it.
Next up, Browns versus Vikings. Browns 3.5 points at coverage there, plus 3.5. I think the Vikings are going to be jet lagged. They already fucking are iffy right now anyway. I'm going to go with Browns for my 2, just for that reason. I think they're going to be slow getting off the plane. JJ's going to be jet lagged. We're all good.
Jet himself is jet lagged.
Yeah,
You're going
the Jet
the
is
Browns for 2 instead of your 1?
Yes.
Okay. All right, there you have it, kids.
Lions, Bengals. I obviously think the Lions have the points. Bengals are hurting right now, in my opinion. And they'll be my 1 just in case they have a good showing.
All right, well, so I guess it's my turn. So I have the Dolphins, Panthers. I just think the Panthers just had a bad showing. I think they can at least hold this Dolphins team to like what's happening right now. The Jets are holding them to field goals as of now, but I could, speak too soon, and all of a sudden Hill gets a tutty right here. But it has to go to Hill. That'd be the only acceptable. If not, I want a field goal. So
no, stop it.
Justin Fields can run down the field for me.
Field goal.
Well, there you have it. Justin Fields. Anywho. So then I go to Cowboys Jets. I have the Cowboys covering 2.5. We'll see about that. They were pretty strong against the Packers, which I was very surprised with. That being said, I think they can hopefully dismantle this Jets team a little better. And then I got the Broncos, Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles as my 3, and they have to cover 3.5. I don't think the Broncos offense can keep up with.
Out.
Got that foot down. Touchdown.
Wow. There it is. Trey may be correct on that.
I want to see that again. Was it 1 or 2 feet, though?
The second one was a tap. If he got it, it might have been out.
I think he is out.
He's stretching out for it.
Oh, we'll find out here shortly. 1.
Yep, he got it.
Yep, that's 2. Yep, that.
Control. Yep.
Yeah, that's the only thing is, you don't want to get Calvin Johnson somehow. All right, well, now I just want the over. So points. Score points.
I was thinking about more as the Dez Bryant.
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, see, the Calvin Johnson lives in my head because I watched that one happen. Whereas, like, the Dez Green Bay, I wanted the downfall of Green Bay. So I still think Dez caught it. That's where I live.
That's where I live.
Not even lying. I have no skin in the game. I'm pretty sure he caught that ball, too. That's why they ruled it a no catch. I'm like, the fuck you feeding these other teams for?
Yeah, nobody knows what a catch is. It's fine. It's fine. Okay,
so
Trey, hot takes.
Yeah, what's feeling hot?
Oh, This is a pretty easy one this week. The odds have came down on it. But your Utah boy, Jackson Dart, Rookie Player of the Year. He's going to do it.
Oh.
He's in New York.
Oh,
He has
that's
a
pretty
half-decent season. He gets a half-decent season. He will get it. The pressure New York will
You
put
don't
on the
think
rest of the
Genty
market
can't
is
take
insane.
it from him?
If anybody's going to take it at this point, it's going to be Mbuka out of the Bucks, but I think he'll end up having too much competition.
I forget about that one. Yeah, no. That is a pretty hot take, and I'm here for it, honestly. I am here for it. Like, so the funny scenario is somebody asked me, who do you think's meaner, like, when it comes to getting ready for a game? College athletes or NFL players? And I said, college athletes, 100%.
College.
Like, I heard stories about Jalen Ramsey going into the DMs of the guy's girlfriend he was lining up again. Like, you hear some wild-ass stories. Jackson Dart posts Herbert's girlfriend on his story. And I was like, there it is. The college athlete. Immediately got told to take it down. And I was like, yes, because the NFL has to be a little more professional. No. But I was just like, that's some shit. He posts Madison Beer on his story, looking back at him and leaving Herbert. And I was just like, that is too good. Spicy.
I think they should let him do it. That finally gives up some personality to someone that can handle the New York media. Like, let him handle it. Obviously, Daniel Jones couldn't.
Daniel Jones couldn't. Russ, I don't think Russ knows how to handle any media outside of the Pacific Northwest.
He's the only guy who has worked himself out of the Hall of Fame. I'm going to touch on that.
That was going to be my
Antonio
take.
Brown.
Is that like a legitimate thing? No, I would never say Antonio had a Hall of Fame.
Brown's still going to make it. He was too good. Like football-wise, I'm saying football. I'm saying outside of football, yeah.
He was surrounded just by too much talent. I don't think he was. I don't know. Antonio Brown to me isn't a Hall of Famer. Like he doesn't live there for me.
Stellar seasons.
Yeah, but he was always on talent. But then when he went to like non-talent, because like he didn't do anything when he went to the Raiders. He was terrible. So
he was losing his mind when he was with the Raiders.
Well, I think he was losing his mind in Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh got rid of the problem. They was like, bye-bye, Le'Veon Bell, bye-bye, Antonio Brown.
Had a half-decent quarterback, he would produce.
It's true. I mean, you're not wrong, but that's my point.
He was good.
Like,
he was Tyreek Hill, but slower.
Yeah, correct. I would agree with that statement. But yeah, no, like, has Russell, with his second half campaign to try to be a quarterback or whatever, screwed himself out of being a Hall of Fame quarterback? Very interesting. It's an interesting conversation.
Made a fuck ton of money, though.
I mean, yeah, he robbed Denver. I couldn't believe it. It was a heist.
They're still paying him.
They are. They paid him to leave.
This is last year. They're paying him. They got dead money still rolling through. It's a lot of dead money, too.
Oh, it was an ungodly amount of dead money. But, like, Sean Payton said, I'll figure it out. And he did. He got Bo Nix, and that seems to be working out well. Yeah, that was my only spicy take. Anything else?
You got one for us, Connor?
Oh, jeez. If I was to go for a spicy take,
it's something
Hunter
about
Henry
Patriots
finishes
making
tight end
playoffs or some shit. No, you stop. You shush your mouth. Shush. You're an East Coast elitist, and you need to stop that. You need to go sit in the corner and think about what you did. No.
He's tight. He's tight end 3 right now.
Who's he have to be?
He's going insane.
Yeah. Who's he have to be?
Nobody's.
He says. This animal. Hang on. Let's pull the numbers here. He's got to be Jake Ferguson, Trey McBride. Both. No. Taylor Warren is going to be the number 1 tight end. Or Tucker Kraft. Those are... No. You stop. You're an East Coast elitist.
Hunter Henry.
Yeah. It's a hot take.
Yeah, I'm surprised Dalton Kincaid wasn't in this conversation.
I like Dalton Kincaid more than I like Hunter Henry. Just saying.
You're not wrong.
That's a better
You're not wrong.
Way more
I
talented.
get it. It's a hot take, guys. Give me a break.
Yeah, it was a spicy hot take. It wasn't even just like a hot take. It was spicy as fuck. All right, guys. Give us a follow on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, wherever you can find us on social media at 2 Pinkies and 1 Brain. And that is the episode for the week. Later.
Bye.